Ashley.
I am Megan. This is In-Laws and Crime. Yep. And this is going to be a little special paranormal episode.
Yeah, we thought we'd take a break from all the murder.
Yeah, we have been reading some sad stuff.
Yeah.
So we thought we're going to probably do this every once in a while and just do little paranormal episodes. So, but anyways, how was your weekend? Y'all had a tree cut down.
Yeah, that is wild to watch them take a tree out.
It is impressive.
I mean, because this was easily probably a 60, 70 foot oak tree.
Yeah.
And this sucker was just massive. And who knows how old it is, because our house was built in the 60s. And my neighbor, whose great aunt lived on the property, said that the tree was there before she built the house. So,
good Lord.
Yeah. So it's been there a long time.
R.I.P.
Anyway, but yeah, we had that taken down, and that was a wild thing
I
to
know
watch.
that they had a tree taken down because
Because we were supposed to record yesterday.
we were supposed to record this episode yesterday, and we were going to record it at Ashley's house. Got all the way to Ashley's house, and I forgot to get all of our pod stuff. So that was fun.
But here we are.
But here we are now on a Sunday morning, which is nice.
It is nice. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah. First farm file. This episode is dedicated to
Sweet little Kevin.
Sweet little Kevin. My male quail has crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. I'm going to try not to cry. He was such the biggest asshole of a quail. And
Was he really?
Yes. And he was my only little quail. If I had to reach in there and get the eggs and stuff, he would attack me every time. And he was loud and proud, and he would always beat up the girls, and he was such a little brat. And he had an eye infection. I think I mentioned this on one of the other episodes. And so I finally pulled him out a few days ago, and I was doctoring his little eyes, and I had him separated from everybody in a little pen in our mudroom. And my husband left the door cracked open this morning when he left for work, and our cats took the opportunity to assassinate Kevin.
Poor Kevin.
So thank you, Drew. He feels really bad, and I still have not texted him back. So anyways, so farm file closed, I guess. Do you have anything? No.
Nah. Well, I mean, my chickens were terrified because the tree I took out was right behind their coop, and they were just panicked. They were cramming themselves as tight in a corner as possible. I felt really, really bad.
Oh, poor things.
But yeah, and then I have one that literally escapes every day. And Jacob found her feet up in one of our cedar trees. She was so afraid.
Oh my God.
So, but they're all fine now. They're good.
Crime files. I do have one. This is going to blow everybody's mind, I think, because when I read this, I had to read it like 5 times because I was like, what? So Tyler, Texas, a Tyler man appeared in court on Monday after he was accused of trying to solicit 2 girls by asking them to change his diaper.
Gross.
It goes on to say, Weasley Stephen Whirl, 47, is charged.
Wait, I'm sorry. What is his name?
Weasley.
Wesley?
Wesley. Weasley. Harry Potter.
I was like, that's immediately where my head went.
Sorry,
okay,
Harry
Wesley.
Potter. Wesley Stephen Whirl, 47, is charged with soliciting to commit indecency with a child by sexual contact. Whirl also has several other charges and accusations related to voyeurism dating back to 1999. I don't know what voyeurism is. I need to look that up. Sorry, everybody. Last August, 2 girls were riding bikes and scooters in the Andy Woods Elementary School parking lot when Whirl, wearing only a diaper and pacifier, got out of his vehicle and asked them to change his diaper, according to arrest affidavits.
How old were these little girls?
These girls then ran away and were helped by their nearby family. It doesn't say their ages. But I mean, they were riding
scooters and
bicycles
bicycles
in an elementary school parking lot. Worrell appeared in court on Monday where a pretrial date was set for March 16th.
Is he going to plead insanity? Probably?
I mean,
obviously something's wrong with him.
Something ain't right there. Yeah.
You're just parading around an elementary school in a diaper with a pacifier.
Is that not insane?
My gosh. I almost dropped the F-bomb. I told Megan, I'm just going to get a shirt that says "Sorry, Meemaw" on
it. There's some merch right there.
Yeah, we record.
But yeah, I had to read that 5 times because I was like, "Excuse me."
When did it happen? I feel like I remember reading.
It said
this.
Monday. August
of last year.
Hold on.
I feel like I remember when the story hit the news. Now that you say that, so he just is now going to trial.
Says last August.
Okay, so last year.
Yeah. Is that not
weird?
Freaking
How
sick? Sick.
How awful.
He needs to be somewhere for the rest of his life.
No doubt.
The only other thing I have is the big, huge fire that almost burned all of Lindale down.
What happened? I don't know anything about it other than Jacob told me he drove by it.
Yeah. So I guess a fire broke out behind Office Barn in the Lindale Tyler area. Office Barn, which is right on the other side of Camping World. And and that's the day like the winds were like 60 miles an hour. So it just took off. And yeah, I should have looked more into it, but I didn't have time. Sorry, everybody. But it spread so fast. They had the airplanes dumping water on it, like insane. It was crazy.
I heard it was huge.
It was huge. I went to go pick up my youngest from daycare, and there was cops flying down the road going towards it. And then when I went to pick her up, that's when they were like, there's a huge fire down there.
No fatalities though, right?
I don't think.
Yeah. Nothing, no buildings burned.
I don't think.
Okay. Just a pasture fire, a big one.
That might be a corrections corner or file. But anyways, do you have anything?
No.
Okay. We're going to get started on our paranormal episode. So me and Ashley have 2 little tales to tell y'all today. So this might be a short episode, and you're welcome, because I know some people don't like very long episodes. But the first one I'm going to do is the Excelsior Hotel, or Excelsior Hotel, in Jefferson. So I looked this one up because obviously when you think Jefferson and you think paranormal, you think of, it's just called the Jefferson Hotel, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
But there is another little hotel in Jefferson called the Excelsior Hotel, or Excelsior House Hotel. So my references before we get started: hauntedrooms.com, HoustonIAMag.com, TexasCoopPower.com, the ExcelsiorHouse.com, and AuthenticTexas.com. Okay. So William Perry was a hardworking steamboat captain. Perry was famously recognized for guiding the first steamboat, the Llama, pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, into Jefferson via the Big Cypress Bayou in the early 1840s. He also played a crucial role in clearing like log jams and dredging and turning that basin in, like clearing it out so these huge steamboats could actually turn around, and opening that up for like a water highway basically to come into Jefferson. Allowed Jefferson to become Texas's second busiest port, only behind Galveston in 1870 by then. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Without the help of Perry, Jefferson would have just been a dead end. But by him clearing out all of that, it truly turned the city into a trade destination filled with cotton, flour, and stagecoach travelers. Through 1863 to 1864, he also served as mayor of Jefferson during the Civil War. Being the mayor of Jefferson and maintaining the water highway during that time in the country, when the country was at war with itself, was a stressful experience, I'm pretty sure. Sometime in the early 1850s, the city of Jefferson wanted to show Perry their extreme gratitude for all that he had done for the city. And so they gift him a big piece of land, where he immediately started construction and built the Urban House. Originally, it was a multi-purpose building serving as their family home, his business offices, and a hotel. Captain Perry used his contacts to actually have really unique and expensive furnishings shipped in from New Orleans to furnish the hotel house thing. His goal for the hotel section of the building was to attract more prominent travelers and tradesmen, and he did just that. The hotel hosted names such as Ulysses S. Grant. I can never pronounce his name right.
Got it.
Rutherford B. Hayes, Oscar Wilde, Oscar Wilde, and W.H. Vanderbilt. I don't know.
Vanderbilt.
Yes, of Vanderbilt. All during Captain Perry's time owning the hotel. On January 2nd, 1869, Perry was fatally shot, though, while walking home after midnight. While historical records confirmed the shooting and the date, the specific identity of the assailant remains unnamed in most public historical summaries. His death occurred during a period of significant and social unrest in Jefferson following the Civil War. His murder was part of a broader panic in the town during Reconstruction, which eventually led to the stationing of federal troops in Jefferson to restore order.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I think it's kind of the way I was reading it is Captain Perry comes in, clears out this basin. Jefferson becomes, this huge port for Texas. He builds like this hotel and everything. And obviously prominent people are coming in, but at the same time, the more, then you have more prominent there and more wealth, you're going to have your thieves and your lower society members come in and try and take advantage of that. So I think, and then also, it was during the Civil War. So I can only imagine everybody's kind of on edge because there's a huge war in the country. And then he dies and it's just kind of like the city's in a huge turmoil at that point. And so they actually had to send the military in to
calm down.
Everybody calm down. So they did that. The hotel goes through many hands after this. Bass Nichols actually bought the hotel in 1866, just a little bit before Captain Perry's death. Hiram Tomlin, a grocer, then purchased the hotel from Nichols in 1867. Tomlin renames the building into the Exchange Hotel and began expanding it before his own death in September 1867. A. Turin, I don't know how to pronounce that. Well, not always listed in the owners of the hotel, but Turin is credited with adding the specific two-story brick wing in 1972 during this in the mid 1870s. Sorry, cannot talk.
You've had a traumatic day.
I have. God bless it. The hotel was briefly known as the Commercial Hotel. Miss Catherine Wood then purchased the hotel and adjoining land in the late 1877. A widow from Germany, she is credited with giving the hotel its lasting name, the Excelsior House. The hotel exchanged hands a couple more times, but then in 1961, the Jesse Allen Wise Garden Club assumed ownership and continues to operate it today. So now that you know a little history of the hotel, let's talk about the paranormal aspects. And there are a lot.
Really?
Yes. Obviously, many people stayed and walked through the halls of the hotel, but within the walls, there have been many reports and stories of paranormal activity. So let's talk about some of the specific spirits that have been known to haunt the hotel. First is the woman in black, aka the Mourning Mother.
Ugh.
She is most frequently sighted at the Excelsior House, or frequently seen at the Excelsior House, and is usually dressed in a heavy Victorian black mourning clothing. She is often seen gliding through the hallways or standing at the end of a corridor, sometimes clutching a small child to her side. Unlike some noisy ghosts, she is usually described as silent and sorrowful.
I don't like that she glides and that she's silent.
And that she's silent.
And I want her screaming either.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one,
groaning.
It's one extreme or the other. You don't want them silent and you don't want them screaming. You can talk. The guests claim that she rearranges furniture in their rooms or stands at the foot of the bed, simply watching them sleep.
Nope.
Some believe she is a grieving mother looking for a lost child, while others suggest she is a protector of the hotel's dignity. which I guess that would mean like her rearranging the furniture. She's like, no. We do not. This goes over here. Which, I think if I came back as a ghost, that's how I would be. Just rearrange people's furniture. Next, we have the J. Gold room, aka the poltergeist room. This is arguably the most active room in the hotel. It is named after the railroad tycoon Jay Gould, who famously cursed Jefferson when the town refused his railroad. So he's like this big railroad guy, and he wants to build a railroad through Jefferson. And I believe this is when Captain Perry was mayor, and Captain Perry said, no, you're not building your railroad through Jefferson.
Well, it would harm his steamboat business.
Yes, it would. And also, he was, remember, Captain Perry was shot. Oh. And they never found out who did it.
Oh, obviously the railroad guy.
So I just kind of thought maybe that might be who it is. That's my thought or my opinion. So anyways, there are many reports of things being thrown, lights being turned on and off, and heavy footsteps within the room. In the 1970s, director Steven Spielberg actually stayed in that room while scouting for Sugarland Express. He reportedly threw his briefcase on a chair only for it to be thrown back at him.
Oh my.
Later that night, he was allegedly awakened by a young boy asking if he was ready for breakfast. Spielberg was so rattled, he checked out at 2 a.m. and drove 20 miles to a Holiday Inn.
Oh my God.
Yeah. This experience is widely cited as the inspiration for the movie Poltergeist.
Oh.
Is that insane?
Oh, yeah.
I read that and I was like, what?
Wow.
That's insane. And this is such like a little small hotel in Jefferson that, you only hear about the Jefferson Hotel being haunted.
Correct, yeah.
Which is just so wild. The room contains a heavy antique rocking chair that guests frequently report seeing rocking back and forth on its own, even when the air is completely still. Mm-mm. No, thank you. Okay, so then we have Diamond Bessie.
Oh, I'm going to do a whole story on her.
You are?
I thought I was, but you may ruin it right now. But go ahead, tell me.
I don't have a lot of detail on her.
Okay, good. I have a whole book on her I haven't read yet.
Oh,
but go
okay.
ahead. She's on our list.
Oh my gosh, how interesting. Okay, I had no idea.
Let's hear it.
Okay. While her murder happened across the bayou, Diamond Bessie is the most legendary figure in Jefferson, and many believe her spirit wanders the Excelsior House. She was a prostitute who traveled with a man named Abe Rothschild. And after a picnic in the woods, Abe returns alone, and Bessie was found a week later with a bullet in her head. Mm-hmm. And all of her diamonds gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I just switched over. Okay, we're fine. Guests often report a perfumed lady, the sudden of an overwhelming scent of expensive Victorian perfume, like roses or lavender in the hallways where no one is present.
Ooh.
She has said to be a thief ghost, which I think is hilarious. Guests who leave loose change or jewelry on their nightstands have reported finding the items moved or missing entirely when they wake up. Mm. And side note, I have to say this. So we're gonna eventually cover it, maybe on one of our other paranormal
haunted ones.
Yeah, but me and Ashley have stayed at Miss Molly's Hotel in Fort Worth a couple of times, and it's supposedly haunted. And it used to be a brothel way back in the day. And one time when we were staying there, one of us left. I can't remember if it's me or who it was. One of us, we were all getting ready to go out, and we left like an eyeliner or a mascara. Somebody was doing their makeup and putting the mascara on, and then put the cap back on, put it down. And then they realized, oh, I need to do my other eye. And they go to reach for the mascara, gone. We all looked everywhere and could not find that mascara. And in my head, I'm thinking one of them brothel ghosts were oh, I'll take that mascara. Thank you so much. But anyways, yeah. So
Miss Molly's would be a good one to do.
Yes. Okay. So, thief ghost. She steals loose change and jewelry. There is also a spirit known as the headless man, which Good God.
I don't like that.
No. He is said to be on the second floor and typically seen near the staircase or wandering the upper corridors. His identity is unknown, but some local historians tie him to the lawless Wild West days of Jefferson's port era, where brawls and murders were common among the sailors and travelers coming off the steamboats. So, yikes. I can't imagine seeing a headless man. That'd be terrifying. Lastly, we have this sheet puller.
Nope. You know what? I don't like any of these.
In the Rutherford B. Hayes room, guests have reported a more physical, though harmless spirit. I would say jerking my sheets off is not harmless. No. They report being tucked into bed only to have their covers violently yanked to the floor in the middle of the night by unseen hands.
Nope. Do they do tours?
I think, okay, so let me finish before we go into that. The hotel still stands today and welcomes many guests throughout the year. The Jesse Allen Wise Garden Club, who owns and operates the hotel still, officially discourages ghost talk. They prefer to focus on the history and the antiques of the hotel.
Of course they do. Yeah. It hurts business for people that are afraid of ghosts and not going to come.
Yeah. Even though management might stay tight-lipped about the spirits, the guest book tells a completely different story, filled with decades and accounts that the Garden Club simply cannot explain away. So yeah, I think
so you could probably do a historical tour, but they're not talking
about ghosts, and I don't think they allow like ghost hunters or anything like that to come to the hotel.
Yeah,
so which is kind of sad.
Yeah,
because I mean, for these are some of us are paranormal nerds.
Yeah,
it's fun to have that aspect at a hotel. Yeah. And like I said, me and Ashley, we stayed at Miss Molly's, and it was so cool because I think one of the times we stayed there was like a little paranormal group there, and they were kind of like, they were doing some videos and stuff, but.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. That wasn't a time that I went, I don't think.
Yeah. They had one of the big rooms, like the big rooms at Miss Molly's, and they were staying in it, and they were so much fun, and they were just trying to talk to the ghosts and stuff.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. But that is the Excelsior House in Jefferson.
Okay.
I saw a few TikToks and it looks really nice. I mean, it still has a lot of the original furniture. It still has a lot of the original like brickwork and all of that stuff. There's a beautiful fountain in the middle of the or when you like the what is that called? The like entrance of
the foyer or something?
Yeah.
Or when you drive up. Is it outside or inside?
It's outside.
Oh, okay.
But it looks like a beautiful place to stay. So anyways, okay, that is mine. And now you're covering the Roseland Plantation,
which does not have near the exciting history that yours does.
That's okay.
So I got this straight from Roseland Plantation's website.
Okay.
So this is an antebellum plantation home that was built by Burwell Hambrick. Is located 5 miles east of Edom and southwest of Van Zandt County.
Oh, okay.
So Edom, if you're not familiar with our little area, is a little artsy town.
So cute.
Like just probably only a few hundred people live there, if that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they do a big art festival every year that I always go to.
Mm-hmm.
So Hambrick moved to Texas from Virginia and purchased a 500-acre tract in April 9th of 1852. Later, he purchased additional 2,500 acres. So he had quite the plot of land. And when he purchased this 2,500 acres is when he began the construction of his 2-story plantation home that was erected near the site of a Cherokee battle of 1839. So it took 2 years to complete this home.
Dear God.
Yeah, it's massive. And actually, I don't think I gave you that information about how big it actually is. So the house,
look it up.
The house is made of wood and pegged mortise and tenon construction. So I had to look this up because I was like, what? I don't even know what this is. So pegged mortise and tenon construction, basically in layman's terms, means that 2 boards are secured together with a wooden peg. So instead of like nails.
Crap.
Yeah. So can you imagine?
No, I cannot.
Yeah. So, So crazy. I can't imagine.
So it's like not nails. So this is before nails.
Yeah, they put a hole in it and then like hammered these wooden
old
pegs
as crap.
to hold. I know, to hold the two boards together.
Yeah.
So, and fun little fact: the bricks that are on the house were actually made from the earth on the plantation.
Made from the earth.
So
they made the bricks
that are on the house right now.
Wow, that's like crazy.
Straight from the land.
Wow.
I know. I mean, I know that's where brick comes from, but like, you know, when
still.
So anyway,
wow.
The Hambrick House was a very popular stagecoach stop because it was halfway between Dallas and Shreveport.
Oh, okay.
So lots of people would stop in, rest, have a good meal, stay the night, and then continue on.
Mm-hmm.
So Hambrick lived on the property with his wife and 9 children.
No.
Kill me.
No. That's why it's haunted.
You know what? It doesn't even, well, okay, I say it doesn't even talk about the children, but okay.
Yeah.
Let me stop. So when the Civil War occurred, Hambrick and his sons went and fought in the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Upon their return, one of Hambrick's daughters had been in love with a young man that also went to fight the war. Unfortunately, he was killed in battle and did not return.
Oh, no.
Yes. So when she found out he was killed in battle and wasn't returning, she committed suicide.
Oh, no.
So his daughter is one of the most cited ghosts on the plantation. It's often stated that this young woman can be seen staring out the bedroom window in our upper, in the second story.
Oh, boy.
It's also noted that the lights in this one room will just come on by themselves. And they said the light could be seen even when the house went through renovations and there was no light fixture in the room at all.
What?
Yes. I know. So following the Civil War and the death of his daughter, Hambrick deeded much of the property over to former slaves.
Okay.
So he was a slave owner. And
not great.
I know. And part of the plantation land became the foundation for the Red Land High School and community, which I'd never heard of. I don't think it's in existence anymore because I couldn't find anything about it today.
Interesting.
In 1868, Hambrick formed a partnership with George Humphrey to establish a cotton thread mill in Tyler. Unfortunately, the mill burned in 1869 and Hambrick, reduced to poverty, died a year later. So it took everything from him.
Mm-hmm. That's because he was a slave owner.
Yeah. Probably a little bit payback.
Yeah. Yeah. I would imagine so.
So, Mary Herndon, who was, remember his partner was Herndon. Okay.
Okay.
They actually held the title of the house until Mary's death in 1919.
Wow.
And then in 1954, Miss Windsor, wife of a Tyler oil man, bought the house and renovated it and sold everything off but 200 acres.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Is there Windsor? That sounds really familiar. Like Windsor House. Is there a Windsor House in Tyler?
There might be.
That's interesting. Okay.
I think you're probably right. Are you right? You're right, I think.
I think there's a Windsor House.
I think there is.
In Tyler. Like in the
Azalea district
the
somewhere?
Azalea. Yeah.
Probably.
People are probably screaming at me.
So when she bought it, she really renamed it the Roseland Plantation and restored it as best as she could. So it's now part of the Texas Historical Commission and has its own historical marker placed on it. So some of the other ghostly sightings are they see people from like the stagecoach just like roaming around the property.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Random spirits.
Yes. And they also say that Chief Bull, who died in the battle, the Cherokee battle in 1839, also roams the property and can be seen from time to time.
Yikes.
But the Roseland Plantation is beautiful. You cannot miss it when you're out on those back county roads.
Yeah.
It's a wedding venue now.
Oh,
so you can get married there. So yeah, anyway, it's beautiful. And I think you can do a tour there. I think. But anyway, it's beautiful. But anyway, that's it. So mine was really short and sweet.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
We need to, eventually we'll do like a paranormal. I think it would be so fun to do like a stay at one of these places and do a little episode.
It clearly has to be the Excelsior House or the Jefferson Hotel. Yeah. We've done Miss Molly's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be so fun. Well, like I said, this is going to be a little mini paranormal episode. So we just wanted to take a little palate cleanse from all of the murder.
Yeah.
We are about to pick up hard and freaking heavy on it, though. Because I don't know if it's going to be my next case, but one of my next few cases coming up is so intense.
Really?
It's so intense. It's the one that you got all those records on.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot. It's out of 3 different counties. It's a lot. And it's heartbreaking and infuriating. So anyways, we just thought this would be a good little
break.
Pause before all of that pops back up.
My next one shouldn't be too bad. I was telling Megan earlier, it's a 1930s murder.
Yeah, I love old
a girlfriend
ones.
Sent to me. And anyway, so yeah. I'm excited to dive into that one.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's like been waiting. She's like, when are you going to do my episode?
Yeah.
She hasn't ever said anything, but
I like the older ones though, because I feel like a lot of us now, we're like, we've never heard of that. And it's insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like, subscribe, and share on all of our socials.
Rate and review. If you have any suggestions or have a little tale, email us at inlawsandcrime@gmail.com. And I already said rate and review. Somebody please rate and review.
Only if it's a 5-star review, though. Otherwise, don't.
I know. No, just kidding. But it really, really helps us out on, especially Apple. It really like boosts our little... It ticks us up there to get us out to more people. So if you're listening to this on Apple, please, after you listen to this, go rate and review us. That really helps us out. So yeah, this is me shamelessly begging. But anyways, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
So keep your roots deep
and your head on a swivel.
Bye.